well, kind of before and didn't really have the time. Just making sure I haven't got requests. I feel like here he is. He's back. Bear with. Hey, boo!
How you doing?
You have a really important phone call.
Yeah, I told you. I got to be really careful with what I say. I keep getting
I
told that.
know, I know, I know. It's like kiss of death. Anyway, where were we before you got whisked away being a celeb?
Shut up. We were talking about how it's not toxic at all. How
Oh yeah.
yeah, how the show
we
isn't.
we had a really good time, didn't we? And every single person was just like a dream. I think that's really and it doesn't happen often in those kind of scenarios, I would imagine. And I think we really lucked out. And I think, but I do know because I asked like a lot of the people working on The Voice. I was like, does this happen often that everyone is just really nice? And like, they were like, yeah, pretty much. I think it's because they create quite a nice environment there for everybody, that everyone is quite chilled. You know
Mm,
what I mean?
mm.
Everyone seems to just get on, which is nice. But they seem to think that like they don't really have like terrors every year, which is nice because we had a really good bunch.
We
Thank
really
God.
did. We really, really, really did, and it's so. I'm so grateful, because look, you hear about a lot of competition shows, and you hear about the stuff that goes on in them, and I think it really does give a really bad name on the rest of them. It really does. Like, we don't want to name some, but like other competition shows, it really gives a bad name. But like,
Yeah.
I haven't had a bad experience on the show in the slightest. I've had the best experience, and I love every single person on the team. I can't fault any of them. So.
With your performances, were you happy with all your song choices that you've done, like from the blinds through to battles? Let's go that far. No, not
No.
really.
No, I was. I mean, look, do you know what? Obviously, with the blinds, yeah, I feel like, see, my blind audition wasn't to get chair turns. Does that make sense? My blind
Yeah,
audition served a greater purpose than
yeah,
chair turns. Because if I
yeah,
wanted
yeah,
to get chair turns, I'll be honest with you, I've never sang Billie Eilish in my life until then. I would have done like a more upbeat song, do you know what I mean? Or something different, something where
yeah,
I can actually
yeah.
showcase. But because my performance was tailored towards getting an important message out, so do you know what? I wouldn't change what I did at all. With the battles, obviously we didn't get to choose that song. I don't think the battles was my strongest performance.
Really?
Um, yeah,
I
I don't
thought it
think.
was great. In fact, I actually think that you two could have brought that out.
Sorry, say that again. Sorry, I cut out.
I actually think that you two could have like brought that out as a track.
Really,
I,
a
I,
lot of people
yeah,
say that.
I
Tom
just
Jones
thought,
said that. Yeah.
yeah, I really do. It just thought it just worked. It was just a
Do you know what,
brilliant like
Lauren? I
duet.
think I think it's because of like my age. I feel like
Yeah,
because I'm 18 and because I wasn't around when the song was popping, it was a bit like, oh, okay. Do you know what? The song choice was very well thought out, so I can remember I am. But I think because I was obviously born in a different era, I can't relate to the song the way other people can. You know what I mean?
yeah. I'm definitely like a bit of a grand. I mean, this is what actually like makes me feel crazy that I'm like, you are 18 years old, yeah. You've achieved like ridiculous amounts in your life already at
Thank you.
18 years old, right? I am 10 years older than you. 10? I can't believe it. Like, I look at myself and I'm just like, I feel like I remember being on a party bus in Cardiff on my 18th birthday. Yeah. That feels like yesterday. And then when me and you were talking, I was just like, 18. I'm a decade older than you. That like really spins me out. I feel like life literally just does this. It just like flies. And I'm just like, oh, 28. When did that happen? Do you know what I mean?
Oh
It's so
man,
good. Like you turned up. The first time you turned up, you literally had to have a chaperone because you were 17. Do you
when was the
remember?
first time I met you?
I think I saw you at one point earlier on, but we didn't meet. Did we ever see
No,
each other?
I did see you. Yes, at the blinds, isn't it? Because I
Yeah.
saw you. I was about to have an interview with Emma Willis, and I
Yeah.
was like, who is this sassy girl? I love it. I was like, yes, walk, walk. And you were strutting in your outfit. I was like, right, okay then.
Stay in the
And then it
zone, babe.
only clicked when I saw your performance. I was like, wait, hold on a second. Hold on.
I
Yeah.
remember seeing you, and that's when we started talking. You were like, I have to have a chaperone. I was like, oh my God, like I remember.
Mm.
It's just bizarre. You've done amazing things, like you really
Stop
have. You
it.
should be
Stop
so
it.
proud. And this is what I mean, like in just absolutely, because we had, like I said, we had that really good chat when you were feeling a little bit flat because it was a really weird,
Very
like
flat.
roller coaster. It was
You
such a
helped me
roller
so
coaster
much. And
feeling.
honestly, like, I wouldn't ever come on, I wouldn't ever just chat rubbish. Like, I wouldn't chat as if I didn't mean it. Like, you are one of the kindest people. And I am so
Oh,
grateful. No, honestly, you look, when I tell you, yeah, the days when we film can be very long days, you know. And the fact that Lauren took a time out of her day to just check up on me and make sure I was okay. And you know what? Just make me feel good. I am so grateful, forever
you know what?
indebted.
Honestly, you don't even you never have to say thank you because you are literally more than welcome. But I just want you to know that you've achieved like crazy amounts. You really
Thank
and
you.
you are amazing and you deserve to be where you are and you deserve to be back on the show. So just enjoy like every single second of it because you're bloody amazing. Like you
Thank you.
really are. So it's a bit like the fact that we got to meet as well. I'm just so chuffed about it because I think you're awesome. And now it's like got my like a new little circle, and it's really I just love. It's just been nice. So actually, we actually got to meet people in COVID
Yeah.
time. Like, a lot of people, nobody got to do that. So I was
But you know what
deprived
I
of that
think is
for
quite
such a long
upsetting
time.
though? One thing that's quite upsetting is the fact that like I'm just deep in it because obviously for the semis, like where we stayed, whatever, they would have normally put us there. They would have normally put us in a different place where there's like
Yeah,
a cinema, bowling alley, restaurants, and we all could have done that together. We wouldn't have been
yeah.
so, like going
We
bowling.
didn't get to mingle at all. We just got to
No.
like socially distance chat in the building, and then everyone was kind of just like hidden behind masks like the whole time.
Mask on. Mel's coming around. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to put your mask on.
Yeah, I know. I'd be like, oh, sorry. But what I was thinking was like just constantly just because obviously as well, like you're about to go on camera and you've got this mask on and you're like, I've just done my makeup. So literally under my mask, you should have seen me. I did this. I was literally like holding it there just so my lipstick wouldn't like touch the mask. I was like, what is happening? Like, but I mean, obviously we can't talk about what we're singing for the semis, but are you happy with the song choice?
I I'll be honest with you. I don't think I could have picked a better song. Like if that, I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't want to get another phone call telling me off. But if there's one, if there's one thing that I'm very very happy with was the song. You know, because I don't think I could have. There's any other song I could have done other than that. You know.
Awesome. And that's the main thing, isn't it? So
How do you feel?
I'm really thrilled that I'm singing this song. I feel like it has a lot of relevance
Mm.
and it's something I was from the beginning was like if I survive in this show, I have to sing this song. So I'm really happy that I'm
Wait, do
singing
I
it.
even know what you're singing?
I don't know. Maybe we'll like WhatsApp
Do you know
after.
what I'm singing?
Yes, I do. I heard it. I
Wait, you
heard a
heard
bit
it?
of it in the
Oh yeah,
rehearsal. Yeah, I did. Only
yeah,
like brief, like
yeah.
really brief. But I was like, come on, guys, I can't
Okay,
wait to see it.
so I want to talk about this as well because this is something we can also relate on. So, how do you feel being scouted for a show like this?
Do you know? So I got asked to do this quite a few times to do the voice. I've been for years I've been asked to do the voice. And actually way back when I think I was 16 actually. So it was a long time ago. And or was I oh no, was I a bit older? That's about 16, 17, something like that.
Mm.
And I got asked to do it, like audition. I get like, and I was like, oh, okay, like I'll audition. And then I got into drama school. Oh, I must have been older then. So I must have been like 19, maybe, whatever it was. So I got into drama school then. So I didn't pursue and I didn't carry on with the rounds. I didn't try and crack on with it any other way. So I kind of just always put it to the back burner. So when I was like getting messages about, you know, do you want to do it? I was always like, no, it's not the right time, or like I'm like I've got my job and I was running like with six and everything was going amazingly and I was having like the best time ever. Like, because obviously I'm trained in musical theatre and that's where I'm at. And then all of a sudden it was like nothing. And I thought this is actually I could take this as like because I like I said, I believe that things do happen for a reason. Like I really do. And I was like, maybe like I need to do this because if not now, when? Because hopefully, I was like, if things kick back off in the theatre world, like I'll be back in work.
Mm.
And so I might never have this opportunity again, or I might have this opportunity when it's like too late. And actually, I feel like it was just like a bit of a godsend because I really needed something during lockdown to keep me preoccupied because I'm always quite my mind is always working 24/7,
Yeah.
constantly switched, like it never rests, it never sleeps. And so
Lauren,
like
that's the issue I have. That's why
yeah,
I can't sleep properly
this is
because
why I talked to you about what I did before
yeah.
because we need to remember we're human.
I can't wake up. Look, you look. I had 3 hours of sleep today. Bearing in mind, I didn't have to do anything when I woke up. I had nothing planned. I'd already completed all of like my sixth form work, done, dusted, yeah. But listen, I went to bed at like 2 a.m. yeah, and I woke up at 5 a.m. and I can't get back to sleep because as soon as what can I do here? What kind of thing can I do here? What project can I be working on? What music can I write? Do you feel what I mean? So, and we
Yeah.
can relate. It's quite toxic to be honest because you don't sleep properly. But
Yeah, yeah. It's a weird thing when you like. I think like it's you never allow yourself to just go. You're
yeah,
always thinking like the next thing, the next thing, the next job, the next like audition, the next whatever. And so I needed that. I needed something to just keep me occupied and keep me driven and
mm,
keep me doing my craft
mm,
because the first bit of the lockdown, I was like, oh my God, like, what do I do? Because I was living in London at the time and I
yeah,
had like this flat. And I was like, okay, I'm going to like go on a junk drawer. I'm just going to clear the drawer out and I'm going to clear this cupboard out. Like, there's only so many cupboards and drawers you can clean out until
mm,
there's nothing left to do. And I was like, okay, now that's done. I'm going to go crazy if I don't have something else going on. So I was like, okay, I'm going to buy a microphone. I'm going to do all these things. Like I bought things to keep me going on in my craft. So thank God the voice
mm,
happened when it did. Like, did
yeah.
that happen for you? Did it kind of come at a good time for you?
Like honestly, Lauren, like I am exactly the same as you. Everything happens for a reason. Look, if you would have said to me last year, go on a competition show, I would have said never in my life. I'll be honest with you, lot, because like doing a competition show, I've never wanted to do it because I've never wanted to do it. But obviously, it all happened, and I was like, do you know what? If I got approached to do this, it's a sign. I'm gonna
Mm.
take it. Like I was banging out TikTok, so I started TikTok in May. And a couple weeks after I started TikTok, I got a message, basically same as you, asking me to come and audition to be on the show. And my audition was literally 2 days after I got that message. And I tell you now, like it just happened so crazy. I was like, you know what? I've been asked to come on this. I'm definitely gonna do it, and I'm definitely gonna go far, because it's like I really believe everything is a sign and everything happens for a reason. It couldn't have come at a better time. And I'm so happy that it happened the way it did because I'm just looking back, my life would have been so different. And you know what, yeah? I've always said how when people say on competition shows, oh, it's going to change your life, it's going to change your life, it's so cringy. I've always said that's not true. But I'll be honest with you, it technically has, whether I like to admit it or not. Like, the show has changed my life for the better. Like, the fact that you and I could have had conversation. Don't get in trouble.
Careful what you say.
But you know what I mean? Like, it's the network, the people that we get to speak to. Yeah. Okay, cool. I want to ask you a question. Because I know this has been on the TV, so I can't get in trouble for saying this. But,
Okay.
who did you think will.i.am was going to bring as a guest judge?
Oh my God. So that moment was so terrifying because I had so many thoughts. I was like, what if I don't know who it is? And then I walk in and then like he brings this person out and I'm just like, oh, I had this fear and I was like, oh, please, please, like I need to like, please let me know who it is. And when it was Danny from the script, I was like, I'm a fan. Listen now, okay. When I was like growing up and when I was on tour, the script song "Man Who Can't Be Moved" was my jam. Like that was my shower song. And
Yeah.
what I appreciate about him, he was so real and genuine and insightful
Mm.
and really helpful with everything that he said. There was just this like real nice I keep saying realness, but that's how I would describe him. It was such genuine
Mm.
energy about him, which I loved. And they bounce really well off each other. And I'm like,
Mm.
yes, this works really well. But I
Love.
think he's awesome. I think he's
Yeah.
amazing.
Do you know what? I'll be honest with you. I'll be completely honest with you. When I saw Danny, I was like, mad, mad. But at the same time, a part of me was like, wait, I'm a rapper. I know Danny's not a rapper. Like, what
Yeah,
sort of advice can he give to me? But do you know what? Yeah, he is a genius. Like, no, I did not expect like every single thing that Danny said had purpose and it had meaning. You know, and look,
yeah,
a lot of the time, yeah, obviously with certain things, you feel like certain people are just saying fillers, you know, saying certain things just to make conversation, you know. But every single thing that Danny said had
yeah.
purpose and was
That's what I
beneficial and
thought.
helpful. He helped me so much, and I was like, wait, hold on, I'm a rapper. How is he gonna help me? But he helped me so much, and like it's insane it's insane, you know. I can't like I left
Yeah,
there and I was like, wow, he's a
yeah.
genius, and they
It
found
was
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, 100%. So it was nice because as well he's like he writes his own stuff. He's a real creative, and I feel like he really kind of knows his stuff. So it was nice that it wasn't just some random person that was just kind of brought in on a whim. It was there felt like there was a bit of thought behind it. So I was chuffed. I was really chuffed, and thank God I knew who he was. I was like, this could be really awkward.
Did you
Imagine
expect it to be Danny, or did you expect Will to bring someone else? Like, honestly.
my mind like completely just was like I didn't have the first clue. I didn't have the first clue who it could have been. I was like, not clue. I just feared the worst. So I was like, I'm not gonna know who this is, and I'm gonna look like an idiot. But then I was like,
Do you
thank
know what?
God.
A lot of us thought it would be Neo as well. There was rumors about going about asking for
Oh,
Neo
come on.
because he was in the UK at the time or something like that, and we knew it wasn't going to be anyone American because of COVID. So
Well, he was
I,
doing. He did the Masked Singer, didn't he?
that's why, yeah. So people are, oh, it's Neo,
Neil.
it's Neo, it's Neo.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
so funny, like walking into the building though as well, like where we were going to
Mm.
like sing for Danny and Will because there was like this car outside with like blacked out windows and it was all I was like, oh my God, is that like the Get Out mobile? I was like, this is all so serious. And then when we went in, it's like Will is just like, hey, just so chilled. I'm like, hey, Will, I am. This is not weird at all. Bless you. Bless
Thank you.
you.
Yeah, yeah. But no, honestly, okay. So what is the difference between coaching? Because obviously I've only had Will. What's the difference in coaching between Anne Marie and Will I Am? I want to know. Anne Marie is my wife. She's so beautiful. Oh my
Oh my
days.
gosh.
And
Let me
she's
tell
even
you
more
something.
beautiful in real life.
Right? I mean, literally. So when I met her in the piano routine in like rehearsal, when we were doing the battles, I obviously we came like really cash. So I was in like a shirt and a pair of jeans. Walk in and she's in this outfit, yeah, looking like something out of a magazine. And I was like, I literally said to her, I was like, well, I feel very underdressed. I was like, you look sensational, and I look not sensational. And she was just so nice. And what I really liked about it, I found the difference in their coaching was that Anne Marie was quite specific in terms of vocally.
Mm.
Like and things about like breath and technique almost, because she's also got a background in musical theatre. I mean, it's like way back when, but she gets it, you know, like, and I feel like she was able to relate to my approach to things through that, and like acting through song and things like that. Whereas Will was very like looking at it as a product. And I thought it was so interesting to see both different, because obviously Will like produces and he does all these like outside things as well as being like a singer and a rapper and creative in that way. But he has his fingers in so many different pies as well. Whereas like it was a really nice like experience to have them both, because I
Yeah.
had kind of best of both worlds. And Will, even though he's not like, okay, you wouldn't think, okay, Will's a singer, but he gets it and he knows what works and what sells. And that's
Mm,
what I really appreciate about him, and was like, yeah, this is awesome actually, because I feel like you know what I mean? It was
yeah.
awesome to say I've been like with Anne Marie and Will. I mean, like, and Danny
Mm.
now from the script. It's quite cool, isn't it?
It's amazing.
I mean, amazing, babe.
So, okay, what's been your favorite? Well, now let's start. What's been your least favorite part of the experience?
Do you know, it's hard because it's not like least favorite. It's more just like most terrifying. And I think it was probably like the waiting before the blinds. That's what it was. It
Hate
was
that,
like
bro.
it was that waiting. And I can cope in any other scenario. Like I've done this for years and years and years. This, however, was so different because the stakes are different, they're higher. You're about to go onto a stage with like blinking four massively influential people in the industry,
Not to
and then
mention 5.5 million people as well.
people watching. You've got that walk to walk down the center of the stage, wait for the track for like 20 seconds, and it's just a lot of time to really get in your head. But I tell you what was amazing about it, and what really was like my saving grace, was like we get vocal coaches, which really help us. Like, and I had a woman called, well, I had a woman first of all called Jay, who was sensational, and then I had a woman called Juliet, who was sensational, and honestly, like, probably couldn't have done it and kept my head together as well as I did without that support, because they are amazing, aren't they? Those vocal
I
coaches are amazing.
I have I've always had for lead. So from my first ever audition to the blinds to the battles to the set, I've
Oh, you've
only
had,
ever had Waleed. And like, I'll be
oh,
honest with you,
wow.
every single, and I'll be honest, Waleed, yeah, he is a genius. And the thing is, I don't think he gets enough credit. Like without Waleed, my experience on the show would be poor. That's a fact, because he not only has crafted me as a rapper and an artist, he's also helped me build and learn about myself as a human. You know, like he's genuinely taught me about who I am, about the different textures of my personality, of who I am, and he's taught me to be more vulnerable.
Yeah.
And on the show, like when I first came in the blinds, like I didn't want to be vulnerable. I said I'll never be the person to cry on TV. I'll never do that. Yada yada yada. That's that and the other. But I think as you kind of see from the battles as well, especially, you start to see me being more vulnerable on the show. And like Waleed kind of taught me that it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to not have to put up in the front all the time. And for that, I'll ever be in debt to him. Like Waleed, like I can't get over how much. And and the thing is with Waleed, yeah, you lot, if you want someone to tell you the truth, Waleed
Yeah.
will tell you the truth. Like if you,
Juliet is also like that. They are so good at that,
yeah,
aren't they?
they're the
Because they
best in
got
the
that
business.
talent so good.
They are the best in the business. That's a fact.
Yeah, no, I really agree. I was like, that would have been a really different kind of experience. You're so right. Without
Imagine if we
them.
didn't have vocal coaches.
Yeah, it would have been really different because they help with like, you know how like things change with like arrangements, and they are just insane. But they're just so clever. Like it's like genius.
And
It
they're
really is.
also kind of counselors in a way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, they kind of are. They kind of are. If you're having a bit of an off day, they're so like understanding, and they want to listen and they want to talk. They want you to be the best of you. They want you to be the best version of yourself. They want you to feel like 100% confident. going out onto that stage. Like I said, walking down that stage, like the fear, because I was thinking, oh my God, this song is so big. I've been really kind of like ridiculously ambitious, maybe have I? Like, I don't know. I thought I could sing this well, and my head just started going crazy. And I've been sat there for 12 hours, and then all of a sudden you're walking out and you're just like, okay, let's do this. And that was the moment for me that I was like, that pre-bit was definitely the least enjoyable, but it's
Mm,
all part of the experience, isn't it? It all kind of matters and all needs to happen, because
yeah.
it's, the battles is exactly the same. My main thing was I never wanted to go on stage and do a bad job, and I've always said, like, from the start, whatever happens, as long as I've done the best I can do, I'm happy. You know what I mean? And I think that's what's most important. And those vocal coaches definitely 100% help you achieve that. And like, we don't have an audience. It's a crazy kind of scenario. But what was your least enjoyable moment?
Um, well, I think we all know that one, don't we? No, so I'd say, do you know what? Yeah, I'd say obviously it would be what happened at the battles, um, because obviously it was heartbreaking, and you know what? On top of that, because Will and I, we it's the tense that I need to. Will and I, so far for what you guys have seen, have had such a great relationship, and like I I genuinely love Will. I am like, he is literally been like a figure to me. Like, I can't fault. Do you know what I mean? So it was like a double whammy. It was like, raw, I'm getting kicked off the show, but on top of that, I'm getting sent home by someone that I look up to.
Mhm.
So it hurt. So it really hurt because I had just put him in such high regard, and I'm like, well, I am, and like, because we talk for hours, every single point, like we have so much that we can relate to. And see, Will I am says a lot of the time that he sees himself in me
In
when he was
you,
younger,
yeah,
and I think maybe that's why we get on so well. So it was kind of
yeah,
like a thing like, rah, someone that I look up to sent me home, as well as I've also lost this. And so I was like, bro, I kind of felt heartbroken. But coming back in the semi-finals, I don't want to give away too much. I don't know how much is going to be shown, but the conversations that we've been able to have, it just really made me feel better. And yeah, everyone on the show has just made me feel, because when I came back, obviously I had massive imposter syndrome, didn't I? Like, I
yeah,
felt
you
like I
did.
didn't deserve to be here. I felt
And
so
that's when I
shat.
came in
That's when
and was
Lauren
like,
came in to save the day.
listen,
Yeah.
listen. I
Do you know
mean,
who you
it's
remind me of when you say that?
say again.
Do you know who you remind me of when you say that?
Who?
Jordan. Do you know what? No one's picked up on it. All he says is, listen! Listen! I love him. Like, I love Jordan Wesley so much. All Jordan ever says is, listen! That's
Listen.
Jordan's word. That's his word.
Oh, we've had such, like, we've really met some like amazing people. I'm so grateful, like,
Yeah.
to have met and like heard so many people sing, and just, it's just been a dream come true in these times. It really has, isn't it? But like, I guess tomorrow, I mean, I don't know if your semi-finals are airing tomorrow, it's not.
No, mine's
But
next week.
so mine is airing tomorrow, so tune in, everybody.
Yo, everybody, let's watch Lauren at 8:30 p.m. tomorrow.
It's 8:30, yeah.
8:30 p.m. Smash it. I'm so excited for everyone to go watch it. So, guys, make sure you guys watch Lauren tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. on The
And
Voice
then
UK in the semi-finals.
next week, Okulja. Oh, I'm so excited. So excited.
I'm so excited to watch you tomorrow. I'm genuinely going to be watching it tomorrow. I'm so excited to watch it. Like, I'm
It's just the most
genuinely.
nerve-wracking thing, like
This is the episode
watching.
I'm most excited for. Like, I'm most excited to see this episode.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
gonna be crazy.
God.
Well, Lauren, honestly, I love you so much. I love you
I
so
love
so so
you.
much.
And honestly, thank God we've met.
Yeah.
That's why I said with that voice note. I'm like, thank God you came into my life. Because
Thank
I
God
feel like I said,
you're in mine.
you're the
Oh,
best, babe.
thank you
Proud of
for
you.
coming on my
So proud
life.
of you. And you
Thank you for
deserve to
having
be
me.
here so much.
Thank you. I love you guys. Make sure you guys go follow Lauren, please. And make sure you guys give her so much support, please. Okay? Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.